Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is automatically add new users enrolled in Teachable to Mailchimp as contact. Now suppose guys you are an online educator and you are using Teachable to sell your course online. Now every time you enroll a student in your Teachable course, you also want to add that very same person in your Mailchimp contact list. Now to do so, you have two different methods. First one is manual method by which you will manually collect the details of the person from Teachable and add that person in your Mailchimp contact list. But if you are receiving hundreds of enrollment on a daily basis, this manual process can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So to avoid this problem, I came up with a second method, which is to use an automation. Now you must be thinking what a kind of automation. So an automation guys by which whenever you will enroll a new user in your Teachable account, automatically the very same user will be added as a contact in your Mailchimp contact list as well. Interesting, right? Now, how we are going to do this? So to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. Now, what is the actual step-by-step guide to create this automation and how you can set up this automation by yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And as we reach on the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching your dashboard, just click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I'll name this workflow as Teachable to Mailchimp. And click on create. After clicking on create, we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we can see two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is, first we have to get the details, the data of the person to whom we are enrolling in our course from Teachable inside Pabbly Connect. Then after getting the data of newly enrolled student in Pabbly Connect, we have to send that very same data to Mailchimp. So here in choose app in trigger window, search for Teachable. Teachable it is. And after that, in trigger event, we will select new enrollment because we want to get the details or the data of a new enrolled student from Teachable. After selecting the trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now using this webhook URL, we will connect Teachable with Pabbly Connect. So just copy the webhook URL from here and then you can refer to the help text given below over here. So to use this webhook URL in our Teachable account, let's just go back to the dashboard of our Teachable account. And after reaching the dashboard, just click on settings. After reaching the settings section on the left side, we can see there is an option named as webhooks. Click on webhooks and then just click on the right side add webhook. Now just paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect over here. After pasting the webhook URL, this button says webhook payload settings optional send data as a JSON array. So just turn this button on. We want Teachable to send the data is in JSON array. And here we can see that there is a list of events from Teachable. So out of all these events, we will be selecting the event as new enrollment. If you have any doubt while using this webhook URL or selecting the event, you can refer to the help text in Pabbly Connect over here. So after selecting our event as new enrollment, just scroll down and click on save. Now we have successfully connected Pabbly Connect with Teachable using a webhook URL. Now every time we will enroll a student in our Teachable account, the data of that very new student, newly enrolled student will be automatically sent to Pabbly Connect. And we are going to do the same. So we'll go back to our Teachable account and here on the left side, we'll click on courses. After clicking on courses, we just have to select a course in which we want to enroll a student. For example, I'll select this PHP course. I'll click on it. And then on the left side, just go to students section. Now here in student section, you can see all those students who have enrolled for this course can be seen over here. Just click on this add student button on the right top corner. and enter the name and email address of a new student. For example, I'll enter the name of a student as Akash Singh and enter an email. Then it is asking us for a password, but the field for password is optional, so let's just ignore it for now. After entering the name and email address of the student to whom we will be enrolling in our course, we can see in the bottom that there are two checkboxes. We just have to select both of them. The second checkbox says enroll the student into a course. So it is asking us that we either we want to enroll the student in a particular course or not. So yes, we want to enroll the student, and in the drop down below after selecting this box, we can see the list of all the courses available on our Teachable account are present over here. So out of all these courses, we have to select a course. So I'll select PHP course and then click on import. Now as we click on import, this student is automatically enrolled in my Teachable course. But to appear in this list, it may take up to 10 minutes of time. But guys, we don't have to worry about it. Pabbly Connect will instantly receive the response for this newly enrolled student in our Teachable course. So let's just go back to Pabbly Connect, and this is our Pabbly Connect workflow. And yes guys, in our trigger application, we have received a response over here. And when we will scroll this response, we will see that this is the response for that very same new enrollment of Akash Singh, which we have just now enrolled in our Teachable course. So here we have the name of the very same student, Akash Singh, and here is the email address of that very same student. So guys, the step 1 of creating this automation is successfully completed. We have successfully received the data of newly enrolled student in our course from Teachable inside Pabbly Connect. Now we will move to step 2. And in step 2, we have to send this very same data to Mailchimp. For that, we will scroll down and come to this action window. But guys, we will notice that here in this response, we have the first name of the last and the last name of the user collectively. But to add in Mailchimp, we have to split this name. We want the response for first name and last name as a separate response. So we will be using a feature from Pabbly Connect that is called as text formatter to split first name and last name. So we will scroll down here in action window in choose app, we will search for text formatter. Text formatter it is. And after selecting text formatter by Pabbly, in action event, we will select for split text. We'll select split text, click on connect. Now guys, it is asking us text to split, that what text we want to split. So we want to split the name of the user, name of the student from the trigger response. So we just have to map this very same response, very same name over here in this field. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and from the drop down below, we can see that all the responses which we have received from Teachable can be seen over here. And out of all these responses, we just have to select the response for the student name. So this is the name, just select this. Then after selecting the text, it is asking us for the separator. So we want to separate this text before and after this space. So we will just enter the space over here. So in the help text, it says enter the characters, special characters are allowed, or word separator to split the text on. For space as a separator, use this. So we want to use space as a separator. So we will enter this space in double curly braces. And here in segment index, we will select all and click on save and send test request. Now after clicking on save and send test request, in response we can see that our first name and last name is splitted. We have separate response for first name and last name. So after separating the first name and last name, we'll just scroll down and click on this add action step button. And finally we will send all this data to Mailchimp. So here in choose app, select for Mailchimp. Mailchimp it is. And here in action event, we can see there are lots of action event over here. So select this action event named as add new member with custom field. Click on connect, select add new connection. Now guys, we have to connect our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect. And to make the connection, we need the API token for our Mailchimp account and the data center name. So to get the data center name, just log into your Mailchimp account, and here in URL section, before .admin and after slash, you can see this is written as US6 sorry. So this is the name of the data center of your Mailchimp account. So whatever it is written, US6, US9, US16, US12, whatever number it is, just copy that data center name from there and paste it over here. or you can refer to the help text over here if you have any confusion. And after entering the data center, it is asking us for the API token. Now we have to generate a API token in our Mailchimp account, and it is a very simple process, guys. Just go back to the Mailchimp account, and here on the left side we can see this is the profiles option. Just click on it and select profile. Now after that, click on this extras option and select API keys. After selecting API keys, you can see that all the API keys which you have created in your Mailchimp account can be seen over here. And by clicking on this create a key button, you can generate a new key. So just click on it. And guys, we can see that just now a API key has been generated in our Mailchimp account. So just copy this API key from here, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And click on save. So now we have successfully connected our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect. After the connection, it is asking us to choose audience list. So in the drop down below, you can see all the audience lists which you have created in your Mailchimp account can be seen over here. I just have one audience list in my Mailchimp account, so there is only one option named as Pabbly Connect. So I will select it. Then we have to enter the email address of the person to whom we want to add in our Mailchimp account. So the email address of the student to whom we have enrolled in our Teachable account is received in our trigger response from Teachable. So we have to map this very same email address over here in this field. And as we saw, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and from the drop down below from Teachable responses, just select the response for email address. This is it. After selecting the email address, it is asking us for tags. Now suppose guys, I want to add a tag on every contact I add in Mailchimp from Teachable with the name of their course. So whatever course they are enrolled into, I want to add that course name as a tag in my Mailchimp contact list in front of that student. So we'll just click here, and from Teachable responses, we will map the name of the course as a tag. So we'll scroll down and we'll select for the name of the course. So this is the course name. So we will map this in the tag section. So whatever course I will be enrolling the student in my Teachable account, a tag by same course name will be added to the same contact in Mailchimp as well. After tags, it is asking us select the status of the subscriber. So I will select status as subscribed. Then it is asking me for the first name and last name. So guys, after our trigger application, we have separated the first name and last name from response. So out of all these responses, we will map this first name and last name over here in this separate fields. So first click on the field of first name. From the drop down from the responses from text formatter, we will map the first name. And in last name, we will follow the very same process and map the last name as well. We don't have the response for mobile number, and it is not a mandatory field as well. So just ignore it and click on save and send test request. And yes guys, we have received a response over here, and this response seems to be a positive response to us. It says the very same person to whom we have just now enrolled in our Teachable account is now also added in our Mailchimp contact list. So let's just check our Mailchimp contact list. We'll go to our Mailchimp account, go to audience and click on all contacts. And yes guys, we can see that the very same user, very same person, Akash S1234, to whom we have just now added in our Teachable account and enrolled in a course in our Teachable account, is now successfully added in our Mailchimp contact list as well. And it also has the name tag of the course name in which we have enrolled in our Teachable account. So guys, we saw that we have successfully created this automation. And now we will be testing this automation in real time. We will go back to our Teachable account, and here we will add a new student. Just click on add student and give the student a name. For example, Nitin Kumar. I will enter the email address. So Nitin Kumar is the name, and this is the email address of the new student to whom I will be enrolling in my Teachable course. Just select these two checkboxes and select the course. For example, this time I will select the course as sports training and click on import. So just now I have added Nitin Kumar as a new student in my Teachable course. Now we will see that this very same student, this very same user will be automatically added to our Mailchimp contact list as well. Just refresh this page for Mailchimp contact list. And yes guys, we can see that the very same user Nitin Kumar is automatically added to our Mailchimp contact list as well. We have the same name, same email address, and the tag for this contact is of the same name in which course we have enrolled this user. So guys, we can see that the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. So let's just understand what are the steps we followed while creating this automation. So in our trigger application, we have selected Teachable and we have connected our Teachable account with Pabbly Connect with the trigger event new enrollment. Then we enrolled a dummy student, a dummy user in our Teachable course so that we can receive the data or the response of the new enrollment inside Pabbly Connect. Then in that response, we have received the complete name, the full name of the student. So to separate the full name as a first name and last name as an individual response, we have used text formatter by Pabbly. And after that, we have collectively sent all the details to Mailchimp to add the very same student to our Mailchimp contact list as well with the tag of the course name. So not just these applications guys, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.